It's The Lit Show with Jeremy Fee. New episode each Tuesday. Authors welcome, comments encouraged. Hello everyone, welcome to The Lit Show. I'm your host, Jeremy Fee. As always, I've got something special for you today. I'm really excited to do the Cover Wars tag. The Cover Wars tag was originally by the Book Buds. They have such a fun YouTube channel. I love the skits they put on. They recommend a lot of young adult books, a lot of fantasy books. If you're not already watching their videos, you should probably go check them out. I was tagged by Chris Reviews. Chris has got some awesome videos, also talking about a lot of fantasy books, young adult books, and you will get to see Chris's ferrets in those videos, and you can subscribe to Chris's Instagram and see pictures of ferrets with books, which is cool. It's really neat when people take pictures of their animals with books. I should probably do that more often. It's just hard to get my cats to sit still and hang out with the books to get the right, lighting and angles. I'm always impressed when Chris gets the ferret right there with the book. For this tag, it's really simple. I'm giving you an open tag. You can do this. You just put together what is essentially a book battle with covers for books. And if there's anyone who knows how to put on a good book battle, it's Penelope the paperback cat. And she inspired me to do my monthly book battle wrap-ups. Of course, I want to give her a shout out. But every month I do a book battle anyway. And when I was putting this together, I realized I was accidentally replicating some of my reading from last year and the book battles I did there. But here we go. I'm going to do a fantasy edition for now. Maybe in the future I'll do this tag again and do a horror version, do a sci-fi version, do a non-fiction version. The possibilities are pretty much endless. We're going to do 8 book covers. Number 1, The Wheel of Time, Eye of the World. There is a wonderful version of this cover that has the bold silver in the background where they've made it look nice now. I'm going to pair it up against the Stormlight Archive Book 1, The Way of Kings. See, there's Book 1 of 2 popular series. Then we're going to have a pairing of number 3, Kingkiller Chronicle, The Name of the Wind. It's the first book in that series. Up against number 4 in our battle, The Wars of Light and Shadow, Curse of the Mistwraith. Both of those books have a musical instrument on the cover. And that's the Kingkiller Chronicle 10th anniversary version, which looks really nice. Then we're going to have a pairing, numbers 5 and 6 here in our book battle, A Song of Ice and Fire, A Game of Thrones, classic book cover now, because it's been so long since that came out, against The Bewilderness, Book 1. This was an independently published book by an author tuber that I really like. I really enjoyed the series. And then our last pairing, numbers 7 and 8, we're going to do the newest Dragonlance novel that just came out here August 2022, called Dragons of Deceit, up against John Gwynn's Shadow of the Gods. Looking at those 8 covers, do we even need to have a battle? I want you to take a moment and think. Can you predict the winner for my Cover Wars book battle right now? Because I feel like I can. I'm looking at these 8 covers, and I know which ones I like the most probably. So here we go. The first pairing, Eye of the World against The Way of Kings. Robert Jordan against Brandon Sanderson. It seems like a fitting matchup. Out of the 2 of these covers, I like The Way of Kings more. It's a little bit more colorful. They're both good though. Then we've got our next pairing, The Name of the Wind up against Curse of the Mistwraith. Got the Battle of the Bard Instruments here. I do really like that Janny Wirtz cover for Curse of the Mistwraith, but I'm gonna give the win to The Name of the Wind because that 10th anniversary cover is fantastic. Captures something really powerful from the book there too. For the next set, we've got A Game of Thrones against The Bewilderness. Both of these are more of your basic book cover that are not the fantasy painting of characters and that sort of thing. And so it's really interesting, the more minimalist style that is used with these. And even though A Game of Thrones is a great story, it's going to lose here because I really like The Bewilderness. The idea that the cover's kind of wild and makes your brain feel a little bewildered, like the title says. Then we've got Dragons of Deceit, a new new cover. Some artwork that is done to look somewhat similar in style to the old Dragonlance covers that you might have seen at the bookstore in the 90s, but by a different artist, looking a little more modern. Up against Shadow of the Gods by John Gwynne. My goodness, such a powerful cover, that giant dragon, those tiny, tiny little person. Here we're going to have the victor be Shadow of the Gods. Going back up to the top for the book battle, we've got The Way of Kings up against The Name of the Wind. A lot of people have a lot to say about these authors and these books, and it would be fun. You could have a whole BookTube channel with hundreds of videos just talking about these books, the differences between them and the authors, and conflict with all that. For now, since we're just talking about the cover, I'm giving the win to The Name of the Wind. Then, pairing up The Bewilderness with Shadow of the Gods, as much as I'm entertained by The Bewilderness, gotta give this one to Shadow of the Gods. And you may see where this is ultimately going. And then here we go. From the top, 4 finals, we've got The Name of the Wind up against The Shadow of the Gods. Magnificent artwork for both of them, but I think the best book cover I've seen in years has got to be Shadow of the Gods. When it comes to fantasy novels, this really has a powerful impact, says a whole lot. I think it is one of those covers that most people who like fantasy are going to want to pick up and read. I mean, right there, that cover says a lot. It does a lot with storytelling. It does a lot with helping it to stand out. So there you go. My Cover Wars tag, Fantasy Edition. I encourage you to do your own version of this tag. It's an open tag. Consider yourself tagged. Every day is a good day for a book talk. Peace.